Hey guys, welcome back. Hope everybody had a nice holiday. I got a 2008 Jeep Liberty here with a electrical problem that I've decided it's worth bringing along for the ride because it's throwing me for a loop. This is one of those, I didn't expect it to even be a video. I thought it was something simple, and turned out it's not. Decided to throw a curveball at me. And I'm also a little sick. So that doesn't help. And extremely busy. Which is good. Some of these videos, most of you know, the videos can go two ways. You can take you along for the ride as we get into it. We hook up the scanner, we pull a code, whatever it is, and we take you along through the whole process. Sometimes we figure it out and then go backwards and take you along and say, hey, this is what we did to get where we are. And just a different approach. And a lot of times it's dictated by interruptions, schedules, process, all of that stuff, right? So this is one of those. I'll give you a quick background. Customer came in, new customer, for a burning smell, oil leak, oil pressure switch is leaking. Cleaned it all up, put it in. No big deal. Oh, and by the way, the mirror switch doesn't work right and down. Works left and up. Both mirrors. I'm not sure if that's the way he gave it to me. He might have said something different. Of course, I check it, and that's what it is. It's right and down. Both sides don't work. Left and up work. So all the windows work, the locks work, everything else works. So we get out the scope. No. Get the voltmeter. No. What do? I order a switch. Before you beat me up. Given I'm sick as a dog, and it was easy to do, that's what I did. I said, well, both mirrors, same two positions on that switch don't work. Yeah, I ordered a switch. I put the switch in. The mirror works. Both of them. Up, down, left, right. Yeah, I know. Boy, I'm going to get beat up for this one. It is what it is. However, here's where the story comes in. I hit the right. I'm looking at the other mirror. Right, up, down. Right. Something catches my eye. I look in the rearview mirror at the door. I had the door down. I see a light come on. When I hit the right or down function, the ones that weren't working, that are now working, the backup light goes on in the back of the car. The backup lights. I can't see the left. I can see the right one. It's going on. Hit the button. Hit the button. And it took me a minute to realize, am I seeing what I think I'm seeing? It looks like the backup light's going on. Or I couldn't tell turn signal, backup light. I couldn't tell right away. And then it stopped. I saw. Maybe it's just my imagination. I go to hit the button. It don't work. The delivery. Talk about interruptions. The same two buttons that weren't working are now not working. The right and down stop working. I take the switch back out. It's burnt. So, want to get the delivery guy in on a video? This is where it gets interesting. I pull a diagram. I pull a connector of the. I pull a diagram of the plug to the master switch. So I disconnect this plug, which controls the windows. I leave this plug plugged in, which is just for the mirrors. Immediately that eliminates some internal shorts or backfeeding through this circuit, right? Simple. Unplug it. I pull out my diagram. At this point, the switch is cooked. I'm not plugging another switch in. Simple enough, except for the fact that they only used 3 wires to control 4 functions. If you can see that. Okay. 1 mirror, 2 mirrors. Individual feeds coming in from my vertical and horizontal and vertical position, and this would be What they're going to use this for is either power or ground, depending on which way you flip the switch, right? If we flip the switch one way, this will be power, ground coming up, moves the mirror one direction. If we flip the switch the other way, power comes in this way and ground's this way, moves the mirror the other way, right? Left to right, up and down, 3 wires. They saved on 1 wire. I disconnect at the switch, at the master switch. I tap into this wire right here. When I put the car in reverse, that wire lights up. That wire becomes hot. When I put it back in park, it goes out. If I apply power here, the backup lights come on. Now mind you, I'm not blowing any fuses here. It's just somehow this circuit is laying on the backup circuit, the backup light circuit. I went into, before you ask, I went into the plug. This is me crossing out different options. If it's not the base or it's an express up window, it doesn't have it, so I can cross those out. This is the locks. The locks are functioning normally, and with that other switch, with that other plug disconnected, that's part of that other plug. So with this plug plugged in, all I'm looking at are these couple of wires. So that's what I want to concentrate on, right? And there's my number 7 mirror common driver, is the one that's somehow laced into my backup lights. And that's where I am. Just so we're all on the same page. This is the plug for the switch. Disconnected. The other one of course fell in here. But with both of them disconnected, and if I tap into, and it's kind of hard to see, I'm sorry I don't have any lights going, that number 7 circuit, which is the common, I've also went ahead and took that door apart enough to unplug that mirror. So that mirror is disconnected. This switch is disconnected. The only thing this is hooked up to right now is this mirror, and that's it. And if I apply power to that number 7 circuit, my backup lights come on. If I tap into this with a test light or a meter, and I shift the car into reverse, the circuit lights up. That's about where I'm at. Nothing in the diagrams says that any one of those 2 circuits share any connectors, which would be a first thought if they both happen to go through some 20-pin, 30-pin connector that maybe they're next to each other, little green crusties connecting the 2 of them. They don't share any plugs. As far as the diagrams, and I've looked at 3 different diagrams from BBB Industries, Identifix, OEM. According to them, that circuit goes from this side straight across to the other side, no interruptions. The only connector is in this door jamb and that door jamb. Nothing in between. The only splice is in this door, and that only splices to go to this mirror, and then from there it goes to the other side. At this point I need to pull this car out because I got some other work to do, and this is going to hold me up a bit. The struggle is real. I got a couple oil changes and stuff I just need to get done, and then we'll pull this back in and we'll continue this video, and I can think about this a little bit. My thought is possibly I may just see about clipping that wire at this side and at that side, and actually run a new wire across the car, short of pulling the entire interior part, because I believe that harness goes under the rug, under the seat, under the center console, and off to the other side. It does not go under the dash, because that would make too much sense. That's wrong, guys. Alright, forgive the beeping. Trying to make some progress with this shaky camera and this mirror. Job got put on hiatus for a couple of days. I had time with it. Customer had another vehicle. As you can see, I've shaved. I'm also trying to get over a horrible cold, flu, something. So I basically did nothing for like the last 4 days. So let's get through this beeping. I just wanted to show you.
Okay, well. Oh, let me get you guys all seasick. All right. Well. That didn't take long. You guys see that right there? Zoom in a little bit. I'll even zoom in a little bit. Focus. There it is right here. And you can hear the power probe beeping on and off. And that is that's exactly what that tan and blue is squished right into this other wire, which I bet when I look it up, that's going to be my backup feed. Let's just pull them apart. How's that? Look at that. Repair those 2 wires, get it out. I'm guessing it looked like the seat bracket crushed it. Probably from factory installation. Because I don't think this car's been really messed with. That looked like pretty original. So, and that's it. I'll update you when I get the 2 wires fixed and we get a new mirror switch in it. And we'll button this baby up.
Whoa. Yep. That's that. That was I like that one. That was a little interesting. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Switch works like it's supposed to. Up, down, left, right. No backup lights coming on. Pretty crazy. I really wanted to. I didn't want to. Part of me was like, well, maybe we could just run a new wire from the left door to the right door to replace that wire. But I also knew that somewhere that wire was crushed. And just by replacing it, still left the original problem sitting there with the possibility of a short or whatever and another circuit blowing, and I'd have to go find it anyway. So we found it, and it was a cool fix, and that's it. On to the next one. Try to get a little healthier, and talk to you guys soon. Thanks.